Good afternoon. I hope everyone is well. Let me see. Turn my Bluetooth
I
on.
hope everyone is well. I haven't been on here as consistent as I normally would be, having conversations about, topics like this. I haven't been on here in a while. And I share things in my group, but I'm not even that consistent in my group, my paid group membership. But I want to talk to some people because I know we are all going through some things. And um, if you're paying attention to what's going on in the world, you may feel like you're not okay. And that's why you should turn the news off, turn the TV off. Don't watch things that is going to shift your perspective on life. Because we have to be careful what we allow into our mind and our um, thoughts. And, we have to be careful about what we allow into our spirit. I know people say, you got to keep up what's going on in the world. You do have to keep up with what's going on, and you don't have to go and bury your head in the sand. But at the same time, there's only so much that you could handle, right? I know for me, I know my limits. I don't watch a lot of things that is going to change my mood. And it's not that I'm ignoring things. If I know I can't control it, or if I can't do anything about it, what is the reason behind me watching something other than being prayerful, or, like there's really no reason, right? And it's not that it's not that I'm not empathizing or sympathizing with what's going on or people or whatever the situation is, because chosen ones, we're very empathetic. We have to be careful with that. And that's what I want to come talk to you about. It is okay not to be okay. Um, It's okay to pull back from things and people. It's okay to fall back and withdraw from things until you can get yourself together, until you can get your thoughts and, get yourself together. Like, it is okay, right? I've learned over the past 5 years, since 2020, since 2020, when I went through my awakening, I realized it's okay to fall back. It's okay not to be included or to attend or to be a part of. It is okay to kind of withdraw. You don't want to check out of life, but withdraw from everyone and everything. You don't have to always be on the scene to be seen, or be on the scene of things, right? It is okay to take that time out for yourself. And that was the best thing I could have ever done for myself, is to really fall back, take that time for myself, figure out what it is that I want to do in life, figure out who it is I am, figure out what my purpose is, and just take all that attention that I've been given to other people, placing that attention on myself and my growth. And that's what I've been doing over the last past. I've been doing it all my life, because I'm always looking to grow and develop. But for the past 5 years, I've really been focused on my personal development and growth, and building my personal relationship with the Most High. That's been my focus, right? I took my focus off everything else that was like a distraction. Like, people could be a distraction to you, because you can be so concerned about what they have going on, and you can be pouring so much into them. You could be encouraging people and doing so much for them that you neglect yourself. And that's what I did all my life. My entire life been focused on other people, right? Serving other people. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you do that to the detriment of yourself, oh, that's a big problem. That's a big problem, because we're servants. Chosen ones are servants, right? Sometimes we get caught up serving ungrateful people who don't value what you have to offer, who don't value what you bring to the supposedly table. That's a stupid thing, but to say, I can't stand that term, but it's in my head. When people don't value you, and you're trying to prove, and you're trying to pour into ungrateful people, you're trying to prove yourself to people who don't know who they are, you're trying to go over and beyond to be accepted, that is going to, yeah, that's going to drive you nuts. Because you're trying to pour all of your goodness into empty cups of a vessel, right? You got people that are empty, that are not working on themselves, and you have become their servant by default, right? You become their servant, and they don't appreciate that, right? They don't want you to serve them. They don't appreciate that, but you don't know who you are. You are thinking the more you give, the more a person should appreciate it, but it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. That's why you felt the way you felt, because you poured and poured and poured, and you still felt depleted, unappreciated. You didn't feel valuable at all. You just felt like you were not doing enough. No, you were doing the most, right? But you just was giving it to the wrong people. You were giving it to the wrong person, right? So once you learn that, and you're only going to learn that when you fall back and you put your focus on yourself and you grow and you become stronger, you heal your traumas, you heal your wounds and what you feel, fill up your voids. Once you fill up your voids and what you think is missing or what you don't know is missing, that's why you have to pull it back to see, why you do certain things, slow down a little bit. Sometimes we just go. We don't slow down to see and reflect. What helped me, I did a lot of reflecting. I did a lot of journaling to help me realize that I'm giving to people who are ungrateful. I'm giving to ingrates. This an ingrate. They don't want what I have. This person they don't value what I have. So once I realized that, I was able to, move, I was able to move correctly. I was able to move with wisdom, right? Because sometimes we could stay, and see, that's what happened when you're in toxic situations or toxic relationships. You be on this cycle, and it's hard to get out of the cycle, especially when you're with the person. It is hard to get off that hamster wheel, right? It's hard to get off that hamster wheel. It's not until you remove yourself from the toxic situation that you can see that this is foolishness that I'm going through. This is straight up foolery that I'm experiencing, okay? And it's not until you pull back, it's not until you separate yourself, you get away, that you'll realize that friendship is toxic. Those family members are toxic. That relationship, that husband, that wife, boyfriend, girlfriend is toxic. That job situation, it's not until you fall back, take some time away, right? And the enemy loves to keep us busy to where we don't have time to sit and meditate. We don't have time to sit and reflect, right? Because that keeps you in that hamster wheel. That's why people wake up years later, 50, 60, 40, 50, 60 years old and realize, I don't even like this person that I'm with. Realize this person don't even love me. I'm just in it because of the, what they can get, what the services I provide, the benefit of me. You wake up later realizing that you were just in a toxic on a toxic hamster wheel. 20 years later, 25 years later, you think you had a friendship, but that person was just using you, right? And you like 25, 30 years, that's a long time. No, you realize the friendship was one-sided. You were a friend, but that person was not a friend, right? You were a friend, but that person was not a friend. And you realize these things later once you start doing the work on yourself, you pull back, you realize this stuff later on, right? So it is okay not to be okay, right? Just pull back, fall back so you could become okay. I know it sounded a little, like a little tongue twister. No, it's okay. It's okay not to feel like, you're not where you want to be. It's okay to feel like you're not, you don't feel good for it. It is okay. It is okay not to be okay. Whatever the situation is, your job is to get to where you want to be. You realize you don't feel okay. You realize that, okay, it's not okay, or you're not where you want to be. Pull back and get and move yourself forward to where you want to be. Right? That's all. Pull back, fall back, and get yourself together. It's okay that you can't go to every invitation. It's okay that, just because you're invited, that don't mean you have to go. You have to take care of yourself first. Make sure you're okay. Make sure your priorities are straight. Make sure that your projects you're working on are complete, you know? And it's okay. I'm the type, I love going out. I love mingling and, you know, I love socializing. Okay. I think I'm extreme extrovert. I fall back when I need to, you know. It depends on the energy. And I have all these different energies in the place and I can feel them popping off. I'll withdraw, or I remove myself quickly. But I love socializing with good energy, high energy people. But I know when I can't, I know when I have to fall back. I know when I have to go and, renew myself, but I love socializing. I love getting out. I love having fun. I love meeting people. I love, socializing, period. That's a gift I have. Just, with the right people. But I know there's a time and place, and there's, especially now with me working on different things, I know I can't go to every invitation. I know I can't be a part of everything, right? And that's okay. I have to be very selective because I don't have time to waste, I don't have time that I used to have to waste. My time is valuable, and every minute counts. Every minute counts. Every day everything counts, right? I try to fill up my time with either completing projects I'm working on, managing bills or debt or whatever I have going on. I try to always make sure that I'm utilizing my time wisely, right? And I would suggest you all do the same, and just continue working on yourself. We're all in this together. We're all striving, especially now in these, trying times. I think you still could focus on yourself. It's all about mindset and perspective. I know there's a lot going on in the world and things are getting very challenging and hard. But we just have to trust God. You have to keep your eyes focused on Him. Keep your eyes and your faith in Him, and surround yourself with people that do the same. You don't want to be around people who's always giving you the latest update on what's going on if you all don't have a plan or a solution to help, right? If you're not going to do anything about what they're talking about, or you're not going to come up with a plan, don't allow people to come bringing you nothing that's going on. If you don't have a plan on how you're going to make whatever they're talking about better, don't let them weigh you down. Don't let them bring you the latest news, the hottest news, because you can use that energy and that time that you spend listening to them. You could have created something that's going to help you bring in income. That's going to help you bring in income, help you keep yourself afloat, help you get to where it is you want to be, right? So don't let anyone keep you in this perpetual loop of negativity, because it is easy to get drawn into if you don't put boundaries up or if you don't counter what they're talking about. Because one thing I know is people don't like for you to be positive. They don't like for you to have a positive outlook on things. They always want you to fall into the negativity. And I don't believe in that, because it takes so much energy to fall into, to be a part of the negative conversations. It takes too much energy for me. I'll just walk away quietly. I put up my church finger and just walk away quietly. So, but that's what I want to talk to you all about. I hope all is well. I hope your afternoon or evening is going well. I just had to come and provide and share that quick message. But I would love for you all to attend the Chosen Ones Masterclass on 11/11 from 11 to 1. It's a free class. I took the price tag off of it because I just feel like, people just need to have this information and really need to be encouraged during this time. But it is going to be some information that'll help you if you feel like you're chosen or you don't understand certain things about yourself. I think this class will be for you. As far as you just feel like you're different, you're out of place, or you feel like, you're here for a purpose and a reason, and you are, we all are, but if you have this deeper conviction, It's just something different about me. It's just, I'm not like my family. I'm not like my friends. I don't fit in. It's just something different. You're not weird. People like to call you weird or crazy because you're set apart. You know, you're set apart, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to know who you are so you can understand why things are happening the way they are in your life, or have happened the way they did in your life, right? So you can get the information and the knowledge, so you can get the information and knowledge and move forward, right? You want to be able to move forward, and you want to be able to move forward with, you know, just with grace, right? Grace and understanding. So thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be able to come and do another video tomorrow. But if not, I'll see you Thursday. If not, but I'll see. Got to get home. So you all be blessed, and thank you all for